All right. So the Rams have been quite busy this week. Uh, they're just they're just running around doing all kinds of moves, aren't they? All kinds of transactions, all kinds of signings and letting goes. It's pretty crazy. It is actually kind of crazy right now, and they made a few more moves today. Okay, so Kendall Blanton has been brought back. Number one, look at that. So this was surprising for me, but I'm happy about it. And as you know, Kendall Blanton was kind of a shocking cut, but it was they ideally it seemed like they cut him to make room for McCutcheon, Lance McCutcheon, the wide receiver that played well in the preseason. It seemed to be to make room for him. They sacrificed Kendall, but now, according to Jordan Rodriguez here, Blanton has the most game experience, which was their reasoning in bringing him back. And he was most recently on the Kansas City practice squad, which I actually did not know. Last I heard, he was at the Commanders. So, welcome back, Kendall Blanton. Now, this move seemed to be made, obviously, because our starting tight end now, or our number two tight end, Bryson Hopkins, is going to be suspended for the next couple of games. And we needed, I guess, another tight end to fill in behind Tyler Higbee. And, I think it's a smart decision. Kendall is someone who knows the offense. He knows the system already, so they don't need to spend a whole lot of time kind of integrating him to all the plays and stuff. And he already knows like what he's supposed to do. He already has chemistry with Stafford and a few of the other guys. Hopefully he's not feeling too salty about being cut. But hey, man, that's just the way of the beast. That's just life. So things happen like that sometimes. But his he is it is wise to bring him back because I feel like he was a good player. I really was surprised, and while I understood why what I think their thought process was in terms of cutting him, I don't I I don't know. I had come to terms with it. I'm not gonna lie. I had come to terms with it. Initially, I wasn't too thrilled, because I thought he played very well, particularly during the playoffs and specifically the NFC Championship game. I still remember him laying Nick Bosa on his ass. That was awesome, and he played well and caught some touchdowns against the Bucks in the divisional round. He played well in that playoff run, dude. And it's just I think he could have built on that, but we decided to let him go for Lance, which ultimately I'm still excited to see, but he's got to catch up. Getting chemistry with the ones before he's put out there. So we'll see how long that takes. But overall, I'm pleased with Kendall coming back. I think he will help us. Um, he's we'll see. We'll see. I'm interested to see how they're going to attack the Cardinals this week because I really like the variety on offense, and I feel like we need more of that, and we need more. Ideally, hopefully, get some bigger tight end sets. Two tight end sets that would be nice. But yeah, So welcome back, Kendall. Familiar face. Y'all remember Malcolm? Malcolm Brown? Malcolm Brown is coming back to help with our running back woes. Look at that. I'm pretty the more I think about this, the more I'm pretty stoked. I like Malcolm. I do. I didn't really want to see him go, but I understood why. But ultimately, he's back. He's back on the Rams. So that is awesome. Now, this was made today, and we have struggled to move the ball. Basically, this is the transaction right here. We signed Malcolm Brown, and we waived running back Trey Ragus, and waived Kier Thomas, linebacker. He was an edge player, and that I suppose would be kind of a bit of a surprise for most people. And well, no, I don't know if it would be a surprise. It's a little bit of it's not really a surprise for me. It's a little disappointing because I would like to see how Kier looks in real game time situations, but he was never like he wasn't really gonna play too much. So it's whatever. But Brown, he played 6 seasons with us. He was there 2015, back when we were the St. Louis Rams, and he's played with Todd Gurley. He had let me see some of these stats: 101 carries for 419 yards, 5 touchdowns in 2020, but he got cut in 2021, and he spent some time with the Dolphins, 7 games to be in fact. And I guess now he just we were able to get him, so I'm actually happy about this. So basically, those transactions there seem to be to make an open spot for Kendall Blanton. So basically, these there's a lot of transactions going on, and basically we did this to open up a spot to get Kendall back. We got Malcolm back, and I'm excited. I don't expect um I don't expect to see a whole lot of Malcolm Brown, at least initially. I really liked Malcolm. He wasn't really a kind of an explosive runner, like a breakaway runner, like Cam or Daryl could be. But what he is he's pretty good at short distances. I think we could use him, to pick up that one, the two tough yards that we kind of just are struggling to get. And I feel like maybe like on a 3rd and 1, or if we're on the goal line, if we're on the 1 yard line, maybe we could, hand the ball off to Malcolm and he can punch it in. All right. We don't have to run 2 fades in a row and kick a field goal. All right. You know, but if we get into any kind of short yardage situations like that, I think we can use him. So very, very excited to see Malcolm Brown back. I wouldn't expect to see a whole lot of him right off the bat, but who knows? Who knows? Sean just likes to keep us on our toes, doesn't he? So that's part of what makes him so entertaining to watch and such a great coach. So welcome back, Malcolm. To end, the Rams made yet another roster move, and we got ourselves a new cornerback, and we got him off of the Cleveland Browns practice squad. There he is right there. We got ourselves Sean Jolly, cornerback Sean Jolly. The Rams are expecting to sign him to their 53 off the Browns practice squad, pending his physical. Jolly was a potential undrafted free agent they had their eye on through the draft process and currently is flying to LA to help at a position going through a few injury issues. And yes, we have had quite a bit of injuries there as of late. It's kind of crazy. But Jolly was a 2022 undrafted free agent, and I guess the Rams were interested in signing him after the draft, the 2022 draft. And the guy's 5'9". He's 177 pounds. He's out of Appalachian State. He ran a 4.4840, so he's fast. Bill was injured, and it would be surprising to see Jolly play any defense in the near future, but adding him to the roster now gets him to the Rams system and potentially leads to a long-term stint on the practice squad, if the team must make another roster move in the near future. Guy was 24 and was on Cleveland's practice squad and could be inactive against the Cardinals. We went ahead and added him to a room with Jalen, David, Robert, Kobe, Darion, and Russ. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? So the Rams have been busy. Rams have been real busy, and a lot of transactions. So we'll see how it works out. I'm happy to see Malcolm and Kendall back. That'd be. I'm excited to see them play. I wouldn't expect to see a whole lot of them right off the bat, but I am excited to see them both back on the squad. Jolly here, I really don't know anything about him, but it's I wouldn't expect to see too much of him. He's probably just there for insurance, kind of get him started learning some of the playbook in case we have any more injuries, because knock on wood we don't. But my goodness, it's been kind of we've been having a few in a very short amount of time. So hopefully all those guys get better soon. And yeah, hopefully we'll see how we do against the Cardinals. And yeah, we'll see if the Rams have any more transactions tomorrow. So that's gonna be it for right now. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and as always, go Rams.